trapped between two kings. Amara's world shattered in 48 hours. Her father's reckless gamble with the wrong people sent her on a private plane to Seoul, payment for a debt she didn't owe. Married to two Korean Mafia brothers who made their position clear from the start, she's theirs. Both of them. No exceptions. Now she's learning that surrendering to two men isn't betrayal, it's fate. Before we dive in, loves, hit that like button and subscribe. It's the only way you can support us, and we promise to deliver captivating stories that'll keep you coming back for more every single day. Amara's fingers trembled as she pressed them against the cool leather seat. The black SUV gliding through Seoul's illuminated streets cost more than her father would earn in a lifetime. Just 2 days ago, she'd been restocking shelves at her family's small convenience store in Brooklyn. Now she was being delivered to the men who owned her. Owned. The word tasted like ash in her mouth. Your father borrowed money he couldn't repay, her aunt had explained, her weathered face grave with resignation. Money from dangerous men. The Song brothers offered mercy in exchange for one thing. You become their wife. Their wife. Amara had choked on the words. Both of them. Yes, child. Both. At 22, Amara had imagined love would find her organically. She'd grown up watching romantic comedies and K-dramas, dreaming of a single perfect partner who'd choose her above all else. Not this nightmare where she became property divided between two strangers. The vehicle rolled through imposing iron gates into an estate that resembled something from architectural magazines. The house was sleek glass and steel, modern lines that spoke of wealth beyond comprehension, beautiful but utterly cold. Two men waited at the entrance. Brothers, unmistakably related despite their different energies, both striking in ways that made Amara's pulse quicken against her will. Late 20s, tall with commanding presence, designer suits that probably cost more than her college tuition. Everything about them radiated danger and power. The one on the right smiled warmly, genuine kindness lighting his features. Amara, right? I'm Min, welcome. I know this must be overwhelming. Overwhelming didn't scratch the surface. The one on the left remained expressionless, studying her with eyes that seemed to catalog every detail, every fear, every tremor. When he spoke, his voice was quiet authority incarnate. I'm Jay. Come inside. Not a greeting. A command. Amara followed them into a foyer with floors so polished she could see her reflection, a chandelier overhead that sparkled like captured starlight. Everything pristine, expensive, soulless. I'm sure you're confused, Min said gently, gesturing toward a living room that could fit her entire Brooklyn apartment 3 times over. Let me explain what happens now. What happens? Amara's voice emerged sharper than intended. I get forced into marriage with 2 strangers because my father made terrible choices? That's what happens. Jay's expression remained unchanged. You're here because your father stole from us. $200,000 he gambled away with money that wasn't his. The consequence for that is execution. We offered an alternative. Amara's throat tightened. So I'm the bargain for his life. You're the solution that keeps your entire family alive, Jay stated flatly. And an investment in our future. Investment. She laughed without humor. For who? All of us, Min interjected, leaning forward with earnest eyes. I understand this isn't the life you envisioned. But it doesn't have to be imprisonment. We can build something real together. Real? How is sharing a wife like she's community property remotely real? We don't view you as property, Min said carefully. We view you as ours. Both of ours, equally. That's delusional. That's our reality, Jay cut through her protest like a blade through silk. Our father raised us to operate as one unit. Every responsibility, every asset, every decision has always been shared. We've controlled this organization together since we were 22. We don't compete. We don't divide what belongs to us both. I'm not an asset to be cataloged. No. Jay's eyes locked onto hers. You're our wife. Which means you belong to both of us completely. No choosing favorites. No creating division. You are ours. We are yours. That's the arrangement. Amara stood abruptly, chair scraping marble. I need space. I need time to process this insanity. Of course, Min rose smoothly. Let me show you to your room. No pressure. We can talk more over dinner at 8. He guided her up a sweeping staircase to a bedroom larger than any space she'd ever occupied. King bed, balcony overlooking Seoul's glittering skyline, a closet filled with clothes in precisely her size. They'd been preparing, planning for her arrival. I know you're frightened, Min said softly from the doorway. But I promise, Amara, we won't harm you. You're safe here. And with time, I hope you'll discover this can be more than obligation. It can be genuine. He closed the door gently. Amara collapsed onto the bed and let the tears come. Dinner felt surreal. Amara sat at a table built for dozens with Min on her left and Jae on her right. The food was exquisite Korean cuisine she barely recognized, prepared by invisible staff. Min kept conversation flowing naturally, asking about Brooklyn, her favorite music, what made her laugh. He was charming, warm, almost making her forget the circumstances. Jae barely participated, but his presence dominated the space. Every glance revealed him watching her, not lecherous but observing, as though memorizing every gesture. You keep staring, Amara finally challenged, meeting his gaze directly. You're stunning, Jae replied simply. I'm admiring what belongs to me. Heat flooded Amara's face, anger mixing with something she refused to name. I don't belong to anyone. You're our wife. There's a distinction. Is there? Yes, Min's hand covered hers gently. Possessions get discarded. Wives get protected, cherished, built into something permanent. You're the latter. You don't even know me. We will, Min said. We have time. After dinner, Jae stood. It's late. Bed. Amara's stomach dropped. Excuse me. You're exhausted. You need rest. I have my own room. You're our wife, Jae said, making it clear this wasn't negotiable. You sleep with us. In our bed. That's not optional. Panic clawed up Amara's throat. I'm not ready for anything physical. I can't. We're not forcing intimacy, Min said quickly, moving beside her. But we do sleep together, the three of us. That's how this works. You don't have to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but you will be in our bed, in our arms, getting accustomed to us. He extended his hand. After an eternal moment, Amara took it. Their bedroom was enormous, the bed custom-built to accommodate 3 people comfortably. Everything expensive, masculine, intimidating. Bathrooms there, Min gestured. Everything you need is inside. Take your time. Amara found silk pajamas waiting, luxury skincare, every necessity. She changed slowly, hands shaking, trying to steady her racing heart. When she emerged, both men were already in bed, shirtless. The sight of them, similar faces, sculpted physiques, watching her with identical intensity, stole her breath. Come here, Min said gently, pulling back covers. Amara climbed in, body rigid. Min was on her left, Jae on her right. The moment she settled, Min's arm wrapped around her waist, pulling her against his warmth. Relax, he murmured against her ear. I've got you. You're safe. On her other side, Jae's hand found her hip, possessive but grounding. Sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. Amara didn't think sleep was possible. Not trapped between 2 dangerous men in a foreign country in this impossible situation. But Min's warmth was comforting, and Jae's solid presence was steadying. Despite everything, she felt protected. And eventually, impossibly, sleep claimed her. She woke to sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows and warmth pressed against her back. Min. His arms still circled her waist, his breathing soft against her neck. Jae was gone. Amara tried slipping out without waking him, but the instant she moved, his arm tightened. Where are you going? His voice was rough with sleep, intimate in ways that made her pulse quicken. Bathroom. Come back though. The bathroom was marble sanctuary. Amara stared at her reflection. Same face, but everything had shifted. When she returned, Min sat up, sheets pulled around his waist, bare chest on display. He smiled. Good morning, beautiful. Don't call me that. Why not? It's true. He patted the bed beside him. Come here. Talk to me. About what? Anything. Everything. I want to know you, Amara. She sat on the bed's edge, maintaining distance. Why? Because you're my wife. Because this is my life now. Yours too. We might as well make it worthwhile, right? Despite herself, Amara almost smiled. You're remarkably optimistic for someone in an arranged marriage. I prefer seeing possibilities over problems. Min shifted closer. Can I touch you? The question surprised her. What? Can I touch you? I want to, but not if you're uncomfortable. I guess. Min's hand cupped her face gently, thumb brushing her cheek. You're even more beautiful up close. Min, I'm going to kiss you now. Okay. Her heart hammered. Okay. His lips were soft, gentle, questioning, not demanding. And when Amara didn't pull away, he deepened the kiss slowly, carefully, like she was precious. When he pulled back, his eyes were warm. That wasn't terrible, was it? No, Amara admitted quietly. It wasn't. Good. Because I plan on doing it much more often. Over the following weeks, Amara settled into strange new rhythms. Mornings were usually Min's domain. He was bright, energetic, irresistible. He'd take her exploring Seoul, shower her with gifts, make her laugh despite everything. You don't need to buy me things, Amara protested as he handed her another shopping bag. I know. I want to. Let me spoil you. Why? Because it makes me happy. And because I'm falling for you, Amara. More every day. It should have been too fast, too much. But Min's warmth was infectious. And slowly, carefully, Amara found herself falling too. Jay was different. He didn't shower her with gifts or grand gestures, but he'd appear with jollof rice perfectly prepared, exactly like her grandmother's recipe when she was homesick. He'd watch her favorite shows without complaint. He'd stand behind her, silent, protective presence. Why don't you talk more? Amara asked one evening. I do. When I have something worth saying. That's cryptic. Actions communicate louder than words, he said. I prefer showing you how I feel. And how do you feel? Jay's dark eyes held hers. Like you're the most important thing in my world. And I'd eliminate anyone who tried to take you from me. It should have scared her. Instead, it made her feel valued, precious, safe. For weeks after arriving, everything shifted. Amara had been living with the brothers, sleeping in their bed, accepting their touches and kisses, but they'd never pushed for more. Never demanded what they technically had rights to as her husbands. Until the night Min found her crying on the balcony. Hey, what's wrong? He pulled her into his arms immediately. I miss home. I miss my family. I miss my old life. The words tumbled out. I know I should be grateful. You've both been kind, but I didn't choose this. I didn't choose any of this. I know, Min's hand stroked her hair. I know, sweetheart. And I'm sorry. I wish I could change how this began, but I can't. All I can do is try making it better. How? By loving you so completely, so well, that eventually you won't want to leave. You'll want to stay here with us. Amara pulled back to look at him. Min, I love you. The words were simple, direct, true. I know it's fast. I know you might not feel the same, but I love you, Amara. And I want to show you. Will you let me? Her breath caught. Show me how. By making you mine completely, the way a husband should. His hand cupped her face. Will you let me love you? Please. Amara knew what he was asking. And God help her, she wanted it. Wanted him. This warm, bright, beautiful man who'd made her laugh when she thought she'd never smile again. Yes, she whispered. Min kissed her deeper this time, more urgent. He lifted her easily, carrying her back inside to their bedroom. Jay was there, sitting in a chair by the window, watching them enter. She's ready, Min said simply. Jae stood slowly, his dark eyes burning. Are you? Amara's voice trembled. Yes. What happened next was overwhelming in the best way. Min was gentle, patient, talking her through every touch, every sensation. You're doing so good, sweetheart. So perfect. Just breathe. I've got you. He made her first time beautiful, tender, safe. And when it was over, when Amara was trembling and overwhelmed and completely undone, Min kissed her forehead and whispered, You're mine now. And I'm never letting you go. Then he moved aside and Jae was there. Where Min had been gentle, Jae was intense, possessive. He didn't ask permission. He took, claimed, demanded. Mine, he growled against her neck. You're mine, Amara. Say it. I'm yours. Both of ours. His hand gripped her hip hard enough to bruise. Say it. I'm yours. Both of yours. Good girl. If Min had introduced her to pleasure, Jae introduced her to passion, to need, to intensity she'd never imagined. And when it was finally over, when Amara lay boneless and exhausted between them, she realized something terrifying. She loved them both. Completely differently, but equally deeply. Min was her sunshine, bright, warm, the joy in her days. Jae was her storm, intense, protective, the fire in her nights. And she belonged to both of them. The following months were the happiest and most confusing of Amara's life. She fell into patterns with the brothers. Mornings with Min, who'd wake her with kisses and adventures. He'd buy her gifts, make her laugh, show her soul through his eyes. Evenings with Jae, who preferred quiet. He'd cook for her, teach her Korean, hold her during movies. His love was quieter, but no less consuming. And nights? Nights belonged to both of them. They worked in perfect synchronization, Jae knowing exactly when to be gentle, Min knowing exactly when to push. They learned her body together, discovered what made her gasp, what made her scream, what made her cry their names. It should have been perfect. But Amara was drowning in guilt. I love them differently, she confessed to Mrs. Kim, the housekeeper who'd become her confidant. Min makes me laugh, makes me happy. With him, I feel light. But Jae sets me on fire. When I'm with him, I feel alive in ways I can't explain. And that's a problem? Mrs. Kim asked gently. Yes. I shouldn't love one more than the other. Mrs. Kim chuckled. Who says you love one more? Love isn't meant to feel identical for everyone, child. A mother loves her children equally but differently. Why should this be different? Because they're my husbands. I should feel the same. Says who? Amara didn't have an answer, but the guilt consumed her, made her withdraw, pull back from both men, afraid that showing more affection to one would hurt the other. Min noticed first. You've been distant, he said one morning, catching her hand. What's wrong? Nothing. Don't lie to me. Please. Talk to me. I can't. Why not? Because if she admitted the truth, that she loved him differently than she loved Jae, wouldn't that hurt him? Wouldn't he feel like he wasn't enough? That night, things erupted. Jae found Amara in the library, crying, trying to be quiet, but he heard anyway. What happened? His voice was sharp, concerned. Nothing. He knelt in front of her, forcing her to meet his eyes. Tell me. I can't do this anymore. Fear flashed in his eyes. Do what? Pretend. Pretend that I feel the same about both of you when I don't. The words burst out. I love you both, but it's different. And I don't know how to balance it, and I'm terrified that if I show too much affection to one of you, the other will feel neglected, and I'm going to ruin everything. Stop. Jae's hands cupped her face firmly. Stop. Min appeared in the doorway, expression concerned. What's happening? She thinks she has to love us identically, Jae said, eyes never leaving Amara's face. What? Min crossed the room quickly. Amara, is that true? Yes. I don't know. Tears streamed down her face. I love Min like sunshine. He makes me happy and light and free. But I love you. She looked at Jay like fire. Like drowning and flying simultaneously. And it's not the same, and I don't know if that's wrong. It's not wrong, Min said immediately, kneeling beside Jay. Sweetheart, it's not wrong. We're different people. Of course you love us differently, Jay said, his voice unusually gentle. But do you love me less than you love Min? Jay asked. No. Do you love Min less than you love me? No. I love you both so much. Then that's all that matters. Min's hand found hers. We don't expect you to feel the same about us. We're not the same person. I bring you joy, Min continued. That's my role. That's how I love you. By making you laugh, making you happy, being your light. And I bring you passion, Jay said. I challenge you, push you, set you on fire. That's how I love you. You need both, Min said softly. And we need you. All of you, however you come. But isn't it unfair? Love isn't meant to be divided equally like portions, Jay said. It's meant to grow, expand, fill all the spaces it's given. Your heart is big enough for both of us, Min added. Different kinds of love, but both complete, both real. Stop trying to measure it. Stop trying to make it fair. Just love us however feels right. Amara looked between them, these two men who'd become her entire world. You really mean that? Yes, they said in unison. Something broke open in Amara's chest. Relief, freedom, permission to feel everything she'd been suppressing. I love you, she told Min, cupping his face. You beautiful, bright, impossible man. You make me believe in happiness again. Then she turned to Jay. And I love you. You intense, protective, passionate man. You make me feel alive. And we love you, Min said, pulling her into his arms. More than anything in this world, Jay's arms came around both of them. That night, they made love differently. Not as two separate experiences, but as one unified expression of the bond they shared. Min's gentleness and Jay's intensity blending into something perfect. And Amara finally understood. This was her family, her home, her future. Not in spite of loving two men, but because of it. 7 months into the marriage, everything shattered. It started with a phone call. Jay answered, his expression darkening as he listened. When he hung up, his face was granite. What's wrong? Amara asked immediately. The park organization knows about you. Ice flooded Amara's veins. She'd learned enough about the brothers' business to know that name. The Park family was their biggest rival. Violent, ruthless, always seeking weakness to exploit. How? Someone talked. Someone inside our organization. Jay's jaw was tight. They know you're our wife. They know you're our vulnerability. I'm not a vulnerability. You are. Min's voice was uncharacteristically serious as he entered the room. The only one we have. The only thing in this world we care about more than power. What will they do? They're going to try to take you, Jay said flatly. Use you as leverage. Force us to surrender territory, operations, money. Everything. Then we negotiate. No. Both brothers spoke at once. We don't negotiate with terrorists, Min said firmly. And we certainly don't hand over our wife. So what do? We protect you, Jay said. We lock down this estate. Triple security. You don't leave the house. You don't go anywhere without both of us. For 3 weeks, Amara lived in a fortress. Armed guards everywhere. Surveillance cameras. No trips outside. No freedom. It was suffocating. I hate this, she told Min one afternoon. I feel imprisoned again. I know, sweetheart. I'm sorry. But it's temporary. We're handling it. How? Min's expression was grim. You don't want to know. But Amara did know. She heard the late-night phone calls. Saw the blood on Jay's knuckles when he came home. Felt the tension rolling off both men. They were at war. And she was the reason. The guilt was overwhelming. Then came the night everything went wrong. Amara was in the library when the lights went out. Emergency generators kicked in immediately, bathing everything in red emergency lighting. Gunshots exploded outside. Shouting in Korean. Return fire. The door burst open. Min, gun drawn, expression terrified. Come with me. Now. He grabbed her hand, pulling her toward a hidden panic room. But they didn't make it. For men in black tactical gear appeared in the hallway. Min shoved Amara behind him, raising his weapon. Don't move. They moved. Min fired. 3 men dropped, but the 4th got a shot off. Min went down. Min! Amara screamed. The 4th man grabbed her, arm around her throat, dragging her backward. Come quietly, or I put a bullet in his head. No, please. Jay's roar echoed through the mansion. He appeared like vengeance incarnate, covered in blood that wasn't his, eyes wild with rage. He saw Min on the ground, saw Amara in the attacker's grip. And he became something terrifying. The fight was brutal, efficient, over in seconds. Jay killed the man holding Amara with his bare hands, then immediately dropped to his knees beside his brother. Min, look at me. I'm okay, Min gasped, clutching his shoulder. Vest caught most of it. I'm okay. Amara collapsed beside them, hands shaking. Oh God. Oh God. You're safe, Jay said, pulling her against his chest. You're both safe. I've got you. More of their men appeared, securing the area. The attack was over, but the message was clear. The Park family could reach them. Even here. The next morning, both brothers sat Amara down. We're ending this, Jay said. Today. What does that mean? It means we're going to war, Min said quietly, his shoulder bandaged, but his expression determined. Full war. We're taking down the Park organization completely. No more half measures. That's suicide. They're too powerful. So are we, Jay interrupted. And they made a fatal mistake. They came after you. They hurt Min. That ends now. I don't want you to die for me. We're not dying, Min said firmly. We're winning. And then we're coming home to you. I promise. They left that night, both of them, with an army of men, leaving Amara under heavy guard in the estate. She'd never felt so helpless. For 4 days, she heard nothing. Just silence and the grim faces of guards who refused to tell her anything. Then on the 5th day, her phone rang. Unknown number. Hello, Mrs. Song. A voice she didn't recognize. Korean accent. Your husbands are currently surrounded in a warehouse in Gangnam. 30 of my men. 2 of them. You can imagine how this ends. Amara's heart stopped. No. Unless you'd like to save them. Come to this address. Alone. Trade yourself for them. And maybe I'll let them live. Don't you dare. The line went dead. Amara stared at the text message that appeared. An address. A time. 2 hours. She should tell the guards, call for backup, do anything except what she was about to do. But they had Min and Jay. Her husbands. The men she loved more than her own life. She wasn't letting them die. Amara slipped out through a service entrance, bypassing security, and took one of the cars. The address led to an abandoned factory on Seoul's outskirts. She should have been terrified. Instead, she felt strangely calm. Inside the factory, a man waited. Older, 50s, expensive suit. This had to be Park Sung-ho, the head of the family. Mrs. Song. How brave of you to come. Where are my husbands? Alive. For now. My men are holding them at a separate location. Once I confirm you're here, I'll release them. I don't believe you. Park smiled. Smart woman. You're right not to trust me. But you don't have a choice, do you? Amara's hands curled into fists. What do you want? Everything the Song brothers have. Their territory, their operations, their money. And to ensure they never rebuild. His smile widened. I'm going to kill their precious wife right in front of them. They'll destroy themselves trying to get revenge, and I'll eliminate them while they're vulnerable. They'll destroy you. They'll try and fail. Because I'll have broken them first. Broken their hearts, their spirits, everything. Before Amara could respond, a voice called out from the shadows. Terrible plan, Park. Min stepped into the light unharmed, smiling coldly. Jay appeared from the other side, also unharmed, also smiling that dangerous smile. What? How? Park stammered. Did you really think we'd fall for an ambush that obvious? Min asked. We've been in this business our entire lives. You used my wife as bait, Jay said, his voice deadly quiet. To draw us out. So we used her as bait to draw you out. Amara's head spun. You knew I'd come. Of course we knew, Min said gently, moving to her side. You love us. You'd do anything to save us. We counted on that. And now, Jay continued, advancing on Park, you're exactly where we want you. Isolated. No backup. No escape. Park reached for his gun. Jay shot him in the hand before he could touch it. That's for threatening my wife. Police sirens wailed outside. Not just police. Federal agents, prosecutors. We gave them everything, Min explained as Park was dragged away screaming. Every crime you've committed, every operation, every dirty deal. We've been building a case for months. We just needed you in one place, caught in the act of attempted murder. You used me, Amara whispered. We protected you, Jay corrected, pulling her into his arms. And we ended the threat permanently. You could have told me. If you'd known, you wouldn't have been convincing, Min said, wrapping his arms around both of them. We needed him to believe you were really in danger, that he'd really won. Amara wanted to be angry, but mostly she was just relieved they were alive. Don't ever do that again. Deal, they said in unison. 3 years later, Amara stood in their garden, watching 3 little ones chase each other through the flowers. Twin girls, Maya and Zara, had Jay's intensity and Min's bright smiles. And their son, Elijah, had Min's warmth and Jay's serious expression. They were perfect, beautiful, hers. They're going to destroy those roses, Min said, wrapping his arms around her waist from behind. Let them. They're just flowers. You've changed, Jay observed, appearing on her other side. 3 years ago, you would have panicked about damaging expensive plants. 3 years ago, I'd just arrived in a foreign country as payment for my father's debt. Things change. We changed, Min corrected. Together. Amara leaned back against him. I never thought I'd be happy here. I thought I'd spend my life resenting you both, hating this arrangement. And now? Jay asked. Now I can't imagine my life any other way. She turned to look at both of them. You're my home. Both of you. My sunshine and my storm. My joy and my fire. I love you both so much it terrifies me sometimes. Good, Min said, kissing her temple. Because we love you just as much. Maybe more, Jay added, his arm pulling her close. Mommy. Maya came running up. Zara pushed Elijah. Did not. Zara protested right behind her. Did too. Amara laughed. Where are your fathers? Daddy Min is helping me with my painting. Daddy Jay is making snacks. Then go tell Daddy Min about the pushing. And Zara, she fixed her daughter with a look, apologize to your brother. Sorry, Zara muttered. Good. Now go play nicely. They ran off, already laughing, the fight forgotten. Min emerged from the house carrying their son Elijah, who was proudly holding a drawing of their family. Look what our little artist created. The drawing showed 5 stick figures. Amara in the middle, Min and Jay on either side, and 3 smaller figures representing the children. All holding hands. All smiling. It's perfect, Amara said, kissing Elijah's forehead. Just like our family. Jay appeared with snacks for the children. Another successful day in the Song household. Only 2 fights, 1 tantrum, and 0 injuries. That's a very good day, Min laughed. Amara looked at her family, her loud, chaotic, perfect family, and felt overwhelming gratitude. She'd come to Korea terrified, alone, sold into a marriage she never wanted. She'd expected to hate these men, to spend her life resenting the arrangement that had stolen her freedom. Instead, she'd found love. Real, deep, complicated love that didn't fit into any conventional box. She'd found a family that grew from 2 men and 1 terrified girl into something beautiful and rare. What are you thinking? Min asked, settling beside her. That I'm happy. That this life, our life, is more than I ever dreamed possible. Even with the chaos? Jay asked, gesturing to their children who were now engaged in an elaborate game involving the treehouse, several toy swords, and what appeared to be a dragon made from blankets. Especially with the chaos, Amara smiled. This is everything. You're both everything. We love you, they said in unison. I love you both. Differently, completely, equally. Amara took both their hands. My sunshine and my storm. My joy and my fire. My home. And as the sun set, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold, as their children's laughter filled the air, as two men held the woman they both loved, Amara knew one truth with absolute certainty. A heart brave enough to love beyond boundaries can hold infinite love. And this unconventional family, this beautiful, chaotic, perfect family was proof. The end. Final message: love doesn't have to look the way the world expects. Sometimes the most beautiful families are the ones that break all the rules. Sometimes one heart can love two souls completely. And sometimes the life you never chose becomes the life you couldn't imagine living without. If you enjoyed Amara, Min, and Jay's journey, drop a comment telling me what you loved most. Thank you for watching, loves, and I'll see you in the next one.